This is my new introduction to my website. I just want to say that we are not saying that people should not be held accountable for their actions. Definitely they should. On the other hand, most all of the time does not fit the crime, as in my daughter's case. The whole criminal justice system needs a complete overhaul. Prosecutors have way too much power and they are ruining people's lives. I also want to say that no one should be subjected to mental, medical, and sexual abuse in prison. And that's what's happening to prisons, not only in the state of Florida, but around the country. What happened to us as human beings that we don't care? These are people that made mistakes, just like we make mistakes. And they're paying for them. But they should not have to pay for them even more. The punishment should not be more once they're incarcerated. But it continues. It continues and continues and continues. And then when they get out, they find it difficult to find jobs, to find housing, and then you wonder why the recidivism rate is so high. It's because we're not doing our job. We're not helping people. We're not rehabilitating people. I just want to read something that my daughter emailed me today. And it says, you know, I was just sitting here doing my job that I do quite well and thinking how the main unit has the best canteen orderly group I've seen so far in my 5 years of this job. Nobody smokes, does drugs, hustles people, or rips people off. We get no complaints on this compound. Then I was thinking how that isn't even good enough and how we inmates will never be good enough for them. We are solely pieces of garbage that they use to vent their own issues of control, hostility, or insecurities on. We are nothing, so it means nothing to them. Do you really think that any of them go home at night and have a heaviness still sitting on their heart or conscience and thought, wow, I shouldn't have called that inmate a hoe today, or wow, I shouldn't have threatened the inmate's gain time today? No, they don't. What kind of place is prison? It's damaging. Why aren't they helping us? Most of us come in here broken. The first 3 to 6 months should have counseling and mentoring and healing, helping us figure out how we got here in the first place. Then they should educate and help rebuild self-esteem, and finally they should employ. Why doesn't that happen? Money? I bet there are at least 100 volunteers out there willing to materialize such a program. I have no doubt. But what I have been left with, like most, is to attempt to heal myself. 7 years and I sit here and still cry in sobering moments, realizing that I am here alone, that I ruined my freedom, my daughter's life, and all chance to feel like a normal woman. No matter how centered I am and how at peace I have become, it will never fail that this prison will shove its negativity down my throat in some form or other on a daily basis. And this is said from me, a woman with amazing strength and wit. How do the women fare who don't have what I have? I have had to grieve alone, forgive alone, be forgiven alone, soul search alone, find balance alone, and become who I am today alone. I had no help from a loving, supportive group or mentor or counselor. No, I did it alone. And no matter how great that is, I am still alone for another 10 years with no family or child or life to experience, no real joy or contentment or great moments. No, just a prison who loves to hate us. That is our punishment. Everything we have lost by our selfish actions. When did that ever mean to treat people like garbage? This is all wrong. And that pretty much sums it up. So I hope you watch these videos that I put on the website. Please keep checking back. I'm going to continue to speak on things. Anyway, please, let's change this. These are other human beings, our brothers and sisters, and where's our compassion? Where do we give them hope? Where's our empathy? I mean, we really have to ask ourselves that. What happened to us that we let this continue, not only in Florida prisons, but in prisons across the country? So anyway, that's all I have to say for today. Thank you.